Cát Bà Island has been a great adventure. We've been in tropical paradise. It's been busy and there's so much to do here, but it's been exciting the whole time.
The karst mountains around us, the silence of the nature, and the ocean right behind us.
I'm Mike Still. I grew up in New Jersey in the United States. I'm a travel blogger over at livetravelteach.com. I've been writing mostly about traveling around Asia, my life in Korea. I've been to Southeast Asia countless times, all the different tropical islands and beautiful places to see.
So I'm Rhonda. I grew up in the US from Oregon. I love road trips, hiking and sightseeing. I'm not as much of a city person, so I generally stay outside of the city, more in nature.
I'd heard of a number of people that have done this adventure of buying a motorcycle in one side of Vietnam and driving to the other. And 3 years ago when I came and explored Son Doong, I met people who were doing it and I said, I'm gonna do that one day.
I started the journey with Mike because he was traveling Southeast Asia about the time that I was leaving Korea. Because I wanted to check out Vietnam, I said, hey, let's meet up in Vietnam and let's do an adventure there.
We decided to spend a month driving motorbikes from south to north across Vietnam. It was a lot of fun visiting tourist spots throughout the trip. Cát Bà was one of the last stops of our trip, but it was also the most memorable. We're excited to be here today with Vietnam Discovery on the Hoa Bridge. It's the longest sea bridge in Vietnam, and it's just one of the amazing places that Vietnam has to show you. On the other side is Cát Bà Island. I hope we beat the storm there.
It's starting to rain, but come join us. Look at it.
We drove through a thunderstorm, which some people might get a little bit scared at, but we love watching the lightning.
It was another incredible experience.
The Tan Vu Lac Huyen Bridge is 5.44 kilometers long. It recently opened in September of 2017. This ocean bridge makes it possible for visitors to travel from Hai Phong Port to Cat Hai Island in just 5 minutes.
All right, so we're on the other side of the Hoa Bridge, just waiting for the ferry. We're loading it now, and we're gonna head over to Cát Bà Islands.
The ferry at Gat Wharf runs from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every 30 minutes. Tickets are 6,000 Vietnamese dong per person, and motorbikes will cost you 20,000. But either way, it's still a great price. The ferry ride takes about 25 minutes to get to the Cát Bà archipelago.
That's a huge boat.
This time can easily be spent enjoying the scenery or chatting away with some friendly locals.
Yeah.
Some elders on the ferry
Looks like
told
it's
us
almost like
an
a
interesting story about the name Cát Bà. There are many legends about Cát Bà, the name of this archipelago. One story we heard is that it was once the home of a compassionate king. When he first settled there, he helped all the women whose husbands had died at sea. While the men were out at sea, the women lived on an island in Nang Ha Bay. At first, this place was called Cát Bà, the island of women. Over time, it evolved into Cát Bà. There are tons of places to explore in Cát Bà. After the trip, I posted all of them on my blog. No matter what you like, you're sure to enjoy a trip to Cát Bà.
This is where they store information.
This impressive structure was Kat Ba's last defensive line. You'll find historical artifacts preserved here despite the effects of war and time. There's everything from tunnels to an observatory. Some of my favorites, in particular, were two large marine cannons, ensuring victory for the local people.
Another 100.
Yeah. I believe so.
This cannon was built in 1910 in France. They used it during the wars.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be near this when it was used. The shells were large. They must have been about this size.
Bigger,
Yeah,
bigger than that. 138 millimeter shells.
Yeah, must have been pretty loud.
Its range is as long as 40 kilometers. Can you imagine that?
No, I cannot.
The cannon fort is a site on Kat Ba's main island near the tourist area. It was built in 1942 on top of a hill, 177 meters above sea level. I think it's time to go enjoy that beautiful sea. Lanha Bay is located in the east of Kat Ba, overlooking Kwa Van, adjacent to Ha Long Bay. The beauty and seclusion of Lanha Bay offers a new and exciting attraction. On this trip, we chose to stay on Monkey Island. Monkey Island is great not just for photographing monkeys, but also for yoga, hiking, swimming, or just relaxing on the beach.
Hiking to the top.
A rocky peak jutted out of the canopy as we climbed higher and higher. Each step was more precarious than the last. Suddenly, an amazing view burst out of the treetops.
People swimming in the water. The boats. Wow. I didn't even look this way.
Monkey Island is perfect for a quick swim, a cold coconut, and a chance to take a selfie with a monkey.
They seem to be pretty friendly.
Well, until you get close.
Now, don't look monkeys directly in the eyes. They view that as an act of aggression.
Really?
They do, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Now I'm afraid to look at them in the eyes. They're everywhere.
Glasses. I love monkeys. My favorite photo that I took my first year in Asia was of monkeys, and I always really try to go visit monkey parks and any monkey forests or anywhere that they are. I love seeing wild animals of all kinds, but I kind of consider myself a little bit like a monkey, so they're maybe my spirit animal or something like that. Having been to many different monkey forests, Monkey Island, the monkeys there were almost friendly. They're still wild and you have to be careful. And it was really great for me to be able to get up close to them. It was just a wonderful experience to meet.
We're often on the go, and it's hard for me to really have some downtime to do things like yoga, although I do love it very much. So we did yoga on the beach. It was in the evening, the sun had set, and it was incredible. We've been practicing acro yoga for about 2 years, and we try to do it where we travel to. Cát Bà Island was the most amazing place to do it on. The karst mountains around us, surrounding us, and the silence of the nature, and the ocean right behind us, and the private resort right there. It was an ideal location, and we enjoyed it so much.
Our first adventurous day at Cát Bà in Lân Ha Bay ends with a delicious barbecue on the beach.
I need to try some of this because it looks really good.
I'm gonna try some of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the seafood first.
It's really good. To be so far away from the hustle and bustle of everything and having such amazing food. It's perfect destination.
We're here today on Cát Bà Island to try some adventure sports. There's so many great things to do, like cliff jumping, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. I'm gonna go cliff jumping. Do you wanna try it?
I think I'm okay. It scares me a little bit, but I'm gonna go check out the fish market and see the local trade.
Yeah? All right,
Yeah.
well you have fun. I'm gonna go jump off some cliffs.
All right, be safe, have fun.
All right, thanks, bye.
Bye.
The rocky limestone cliffs around Lân Ha Bay's Cát Bà Island are a paradise for mountain climbers. The islands offer a variety of mountains and terrain suitable for all skill levels. Destinations are usually vertical limestone mountains, also known as karst formations, jumping out of the sea.
All right, we're here today in Lân Ha Bay at the Three Brothers Deepwater Solo climbing spot. I've got my guide Micah, and I need you to tell me a little bit more about this because I've only done something similar, but I've never climbed right from the boat.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do?
So first we will start with the easy climb. There on the left. We'll get you from the boat on the rock in a safe manner.
So deepwater solo diving started out by a quick little introduction because it actually is climbing, and I'm not a very avid climber. I've done it a little bit, but we got special shoes, and he gave us directions about how to kind of place your feet and find handholds. Had a really great guide from Asia Outdoors, and he really helped me feel safe when I was going up there. The shoes are tight, but I hear that's really good, and I can't wait to get up there and then jump into the water. actually on my first try. I barely made it. I don't even think I got more than 1 or 2 steps. Fell off.
Try to be facing the wall.
All right.
You have here like side pulls you can use in all different directions. See, like that, like also here on the right. So we are focusing on that side.
I need to go more.
You didn't use any, so you try to look around.
Okay.
Find things.
All right, take 2, here we go. I can do this.
That's it, nice.
Oh, this is really hard. All right. Woo. Oh, that's higher than it looks.
Now the hard part.
All right, made it. Now I gotta jump off.
Remember, look forward.
Ready? Oh my God, I'm excited, but like nervous. Like a little bit of butterflies, but I'm just gonna do it. Woo!
Nice.
That was a little bit nerve-wracking, but the jump was actually enjoyable too. I've done cliff diving before, so it was similar to that.
Cá này là cá mập má. Cá mập má.
Mập muối. Đây là cá mập muối. Tiếng cái lăng.
Cá dưa. Wow. Dưa. Cá dưa. Dưa. Dưa đúng rồi, dưa. Con này. Cá thu.
I've never seen a fish like this before. It's really long and it's almost like an eel. But it's a fish. It's a type of shrimp, and we actually ate this for lunch today. Wow, you can see the feet moving.
I got to do one other dive, one other climb, and then dive. The GoPro came off and hit me in the chin, so they wouldn't let me go back in the water because they said it wasn't safe with all of the just the things in the water and an open wound on my chin. But it was a really good chance for me to watch the other people. There were some really great climbers from Colorado who were in the group with us. And I mean, it was really cool just watching them and seeing them. They had a lot better technique than me. And they went up all the way up for an even higher climb than I did. And then they did this other one they called a crag climb, where they went along the edge of this crack. And it was just a lot of fun meeting people like that. And that type of tour is really fun because you will get to meet other like-minded travelers.
Lanha Bay is very quiet at night. The If your resort is at the foot of the mountains or near the beaches, you will only hear the sound of the sea. For a change, we visited Kai Bao Floating Village, which we saw earlier when we were in the bay. We wanted to see how locals lived at night. This man told me he's been raising fish in the village for several decades. Thanks to fish pens, the lives of many people like him have been much improved.
Thì nuôi thì hàng năm thì cá nó cũng rất là lớn và phát triển đều. Thì cái nguồn thu nhập ở đây là tương đối là cao. Với mỗi một năm nếu mà nuôi từ 20 lồng trở lên đấy, một năm cũng có thể nuôi thu hoạch được 100 đến hơn 100 triệu một lần. Nếu mà càng nuôi lâu thì cá to lên thì cái số lượng cân nó lớn hơn thì mình thu nhập nhiều hơn.
It's on the outside. The big one. Well, it was really cool to help fish with these local fishermen. They showed us how to use this, I don't know what type of net it is, but we put a light in, they lured them in, and then all of a sudden there's tons of fish came, and we pulled it up and we got so many fish.
You can see all the fish that came and circled around. The lights attract the fish, and they use the lights in the town, in this village, to bring the fish closer.
Tản nó ra để tản nó ra. Những ngày tối trời đấy thì bắt đầu mới cất được vó này, trăng nó lên thì đã không được. Vì nó loãng ra thì cá nó tản đi thì không thóc cái đĩa lừa đâu được. Thì cất được vó là dùng cái cá con này nhỏ thì để đưa cho con cá ở trong đồng này ăn, để thay mồi cho nó. Còn cái cá to thì mình nạp ra mình đem chợ bán cho người dân. Ở đây thì cũng rất là nhiều nhà người ta cho cả gia đình đến, con cái xuống dưới này ăn học ở dưới này luôn. Ở trên trường trên thị trấn này sáng thì chở đi, chiều người ta đón về. Vợ con thì có ở cùng dưới này người ta giặt lông giặt về để cho cá ngồi ăn.
Electricity only arrived recently when the government laid underwater wires and started a power grid for the floating village just a few years ago. Now, the fishermen can simply flip a switch, and a light bulb will attract tiny little fish, which then attract larger ones, and so on and so on.
Big fish.
Oh my goodness, look at that guy. Huge.
This is a big fish.
I think it's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
And it has some sharp teeth.
Yeah.
You see those?
Whoa! You look inside of it, it's like a sounds like a science
it almost looks
fiction
like
movie.
A piranha.
Whoa.
It's not a piranha, but it looks like a piranha. But yeah, you can see the full size of it.
How much do you think it weighs?
Oh, I would guess. 2 kilos?
2 kilos?
2 kilos?
2 kilos, maybe 4 or 5 pounds?
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would guess even more. Maybe 3 kilos.
And part of the thing that's really cool is if you look around us, it's just this little floating village. And there's these big mountains with jungle all around it. We're really just in the middle of nowhere because these mountains are islands. We got, the mainland is, I don't know how far away, but it's not close. Couldn't swim there, that's for sure.
Our 3-day trip to Cát Bà and Lân Ha Bay went too quickly, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Cát Bà Island has been such an adventure to discover.
The weather has been impeccable. It's truly a paradise.
The people are wonderful and there's so many amazing activities to be had.
Several days of fun. We're really reluctant to say goodbye.
But it's time to go. We hope you'd enjoyed the show. We'll see you next time.
Go.
right. It's so good.